Yeah, I mean, I definitely am a lot more comfortable with them now. Things kind of, I wouldn't say dropped off, but I wasn't in too much communication with them prior to the visit. But after the visit, I got a lot of questions answered, and they're definitely in a very good spot with me right now.
What was the biggest question they answered for you?
Just where I kind of was on their board, and if if they really wanted me, and I could tell they did just by how the whole staff prioritized me during my time there, and obviously with Coach Bobo coming up here in a week or two, and obviously they're the standard in college football. I know if I go there, I'm going to get developed probably better than anywhere else, and under Coach Bobo and Coach Smart. So, like I just said, I just feel really good about them right now. What I'm looking for at the next level offensively is just a more of a pro style offense. Meaning, you can run the ball and pass the ball, and an offense that'll get me, to the next level after college, the NFL, which is also my dream. And after the visit with Georgia and spending time with Coach Bobo on the board and learning more about their offense, I do really think they do a great job of developing quarterbacks there, and obviously you can see it with Carson Beck. So I do think I'd fit their offense great. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's huge. Obviously, as a quarterback, you want to throw the ball quite a bit, but you also quarterback's best friend is the run game, right? And Georgia can do both, like I said. And that's kind of what I'm looking for in an offense, just that pro style offense. A lot of play action, running the ball, but they're very versatile and they can do whatever they want. Obviously, with a guy like Carson Beck, I mean, he can make all the throws, and Coach Bobo has put a lot on Carson Beck. He's given a lot of freedom in that offense, and that's kind of something that I'm looking for. But now I think this visit was super important just to get all my questions answered, like I said, and just see where we are at. And there's definitely a lot of mutual interest, and like I said, I'm in a pretty good spot with Georgia right now. My ideal timeline would have been, like end of February, early March, but obviously, I don't know. It's just gonna be coming to feeling of comfort. Um, so I mean, I could end up waiting and take some more spring visits. That is a possibility, but as of right now, I don't have a clear cut date in terms of a commitment. Just when it feels right. They're reloading every year. Like talent's not going to be an issue at Georgia, and also on the defensive side of the ball, obviously they're going to have top 5 defense each and every year. So that also helps with you don't have to be the superhero as a quarterback. You don't have to make every single play right. Um, so I mean that's definitely big time as well.
Or when you think of Georgia, what's the most impressionable thing that they've placed on you?
I mean, just how they go about their business each and every day. I mean, like you said, when we visited for that spring practice, I mean, it was the most intense practice I've ever seen. I mean, Coach Smart was just ripping into people all practice, and that's going to get the best out of your players. So that's definitely something that impresses me a lot. Like, at the time they were back-to-back champions, and they were still practicing as if they haven't won a championship, national championship. So I mean. Um, they're obviously going to practice super hard, and that's something that's really impresses me. Yeah, I mean, just how they prioritize me the whole time. I mean, him and Coach Gummy were with me, the whole time we were there. So I mean, that was huge, and also just sitting down with him and talking ball with him. That's something that I love to do. That's probably my favorite thing to do on these visits, just talk ball. My position coach, and I was super impressed, and he definitely saw a lot of similarities between me and Carson, and that's just pretty cool.
What do you think are the best ways Georgia fits you?
I would just say like the my mindset and their mindset. Like I think obviously their mentality, like I kind of explained earlier, just how intense their practices are and how that whole program just carries themselves like we're gonna outwork everybody, and that's kind of how I am too. Like I'm never gonna be satisfied. I'm gonna work harder than anybody. I'm gonna put a lot of time into the game, and I just think that's definitely huge, and that's kind of something that fits really well with me in Georgia. Is just we're gonna outwork anybody. Like I don't care who I'm up against. I'm just gonna be the most prepared out of anybody. And I know if Georgia ends up being the place, like if I don't start year two or year one or year two, like I think I'll be perfectly fine. Just knowing that I'm gonna keep getting developed and keep getting those practice reps, and when my number's called and the time's right, like I'm gonna go out there and perform really well.